Hello there everyone, this is iMark3 and welcome back to a bit of Captains of Industry, where we are once again still stabilising in not enough maintenance, cargo depot having no cargo ship, and water resources getting low, which is a new one. Yes, you know how I mentioned about the water table thing? Turns out I was right to be kind of worried, because look at how low that's got, and it's not been doing that long. And all it had on it? 3 pumps. One of which I've now paused, because, yeah. But now that is 2 pumps, I've rigged up an extra input with more pipes. And this is pulling water from the desalination plants. Same as this one's meant to be. But, well, that is doing its own weird thingamajig. So, yeah. It's going as fast as it can, bless it, but one of these is not going to provide enough water for all of the demands my place has got. Yes. In other news, this place is now kind of served its purpose. It was quote-unquote temporary, as just like all my other quote-unquote temporary facilities. And as the new one came online between episodes, this one has now kind of... well, it stopped receiving resources, basically. So it's been shut down. Sure, which means there's more manual requirements to shunt resources here, there, and everywhere. But that means this area can actually be torn apart for extra materials now. So I think I can just click and drag. I can. Yep. And you served me well, Furnace Line. But it is time. Ah, look at that. And yeah, also look at this. I have 4 containers, almost full of recyclables, just like trying to get more efficient recycling done for maintenance parts. But it is still struggling to keep up with stuff. I also have to try and figure out all of this, because transport is continuing to be a thing. My network is either stable or very unstable. Speaking of, it is time we were getting on with what I want to do, which is iron. Any old iron, as long as we have iron. Do we have iron? Yes, we have iron. We have some iron over in this iron place over here. No, not that one. This one. Yes. Look at this. It is churning away steadily to the point where it's actually outstripping my iron ore diggers. And it'll just choose through any kind of ore I throw at it. In addition, I've also increased my copper throughput by doubling the output line there. So basically, water's needed here, there, and everywhere. Ore's needed everywhere. This place is still quite complete, but it is ready to begin full-scale steel production as soon as I plumb in the last part of it. But until then, it looks pretty nice, I think. If only I had more ore. Though that said, of course, this thing does accept scrap as a priority merger on these, so now you can see the tangle of belts a bit more clearly. Look at all that. More refugees. Oh, it's time to pause the beacon. In other news, we've passed 1,000 souls. Go us! We are on our way to being a full-fledged community. Pause. Right. Now, we have some iron. Not enough iron, because, well, will we ever have enough iron? I do think I want an extra excavator, or 2, just in case. I mean, look, I've got 80 trucks now at this point. I've got 11 excavators. But yeah, let's actually go on. And I will go to the map and tell it to gather the materials for a damaged cargo ship so we can fix it. Our first cargo ship, because we do need to get started on that stuff that we got waylaid from due to a lack of materials. I think it's coming along quite nicely. Very steadily becoming a spot where we can do all sorts of things. And yes, the shanty town has grown a little bit. Of course it does. Mainly because I keep forgetting to turn off the beacon. But anyway, yeah. We have a comment as I wander over here to show you that my power plant and forestry operation is working just fine over here. Look at that. Second cooling tower's in. Now it is just cycling up, and this is basically providing all of our needed power. To the point where we're not actually touching our diesel generators anymore, and that fuel is free to go into our trucks and things, so our oil is going further. Look at that, only one's running there, that's barely running, those two are not running at all. Beautiful. Right, Happy Hafer comment. Seems like this game lets you run out of resources quite easily. Yes, it can do, especially the renewable ones. But mind you, I've got this forestry thing set up, and I had that going for a while as well, so this is doing just fine. Massive forestry area right here. So that's actually doing quite well for itself. To the point where I have to manually pull the tree harvesters off this just to work on other tree areas, because they are quite happily sitting around here. Right, I wonder if it's complete self-sufficiency is possible. I mean, you can plant trees and get wood and probably get charcoal. You can recycle different kinds of waste into new resources, both metallic and oil-based. But can you get out as much as you put in and sustain running everything? Probably not? Question mark? Well, we can do the charcoal thing. If I find it. Coal. Here we go. Charcoal right there. Does produce some exhaust, there is that, but we do have wood as a renewable resource, so that's fine for us there. No problems. These guys require water, which we can get from desalination plants, which can run off charcoals, that's fine. Electricity, that is also running from charcoals, that's fine. Food, we can grow food just fine without additional water or fertilizer. Sure, it's not the best, but it will. Duration left to harvest as long as not enough water. Yeah, so we can do basic farming without water. More advanced stuff like the vegetables does require water. There's also wheat and stuff as well. We could leave it empty, leave it fallow to naturally replenish a little bit, but in terms of steady output, I think it works out better just by having like potato. So just having the plant just in steady, because then it reaches its balance. Yeah. But there is also the waste thing as well. Let's check on that one, shall we? Waste. We've got waste. So I can shred waste, press waste into waste through a shredder. Provides variable amount per 60 seconds. Waste can be burnt or incinerated. So this is the waste output of these guys. The problem is, though, maintenance for all of our stuff requires electronics and mechanical parts, and those we can't readily get back. I mean, it will produce recyclables for them, but it seems like it's a variable exactly how much we can actually get back. If I check down here, used 144 into question mark. So we have no idea what we get back. So I'd say probably not. We still need some kind of feed of these materials. And that is unfortunate, but it's also how it's going to be. Are you about ready? I've not even started loading the ship. Oi, bring that metal. Come on. We've got stuff to do. But yeah, there was also a comment from last time as well, which from Tanya saying this area needs more pipes. And given that the tutorial is saying you want 2 of those outputs, yeah, I think it needs more pipes. I'm going to have to work that lot out. I'm thinking maybe just like tearing that down already, and if I can get this one far enough along, building it over here. Because I need to put a second one of those on, and the question is if its throughput is per output. Or is it combined? I think it might be per output. At least all the other things with multiple outputs throw things out per output. So, I don't know. We have to test that. Science. It's a glorious thing. I don't know why it's got so many glories in it, but it is now glorious. There we go. Oh, look at that one just spinning away. Lovely. Oh, that's unfortunate. You know these lines we put together to deliver waste over this way? Unfortunately, we had the problem of these lines being too short for the excavators to actually get under. So we do need to keep this area clear, as it turns out. We're going to have to work that out somehow. For now, though, nothing lost because that connection was not active just yet, so that is absolutely fine. We also have another digger to help with our iron supply issue. Because the furnaces are forever hungry. Also, our ship is ready to go, I think, so... Are you ready? You need 35 crew? Oh, because you upgraded, right, of course, yes. And I think you're good to go. As soon as I figure out how to send you off. Oh, yeah, there we go. That sorts it. Off you go. Cargo delivery. You need your guns for that, definitely. Oh, hello. Something new. Contracts. Establish contracts to exchange goods on a regular basis. Contracts typically much more lucrative than quick trade deals, but they cost Unity and require a dedicated cargo ship. Ooh. After you establish a contract, you will need a cargo ship and a cargo depot with modules fit for the contract. For example, trading food packs for crude oil, you need to have both a unit module, food packs, and a fluid module, crude oil, attached to the cargo depot. Select either module, click Assign, Contract, and assign you wish to begin. Okay. Note that any other attached module will be auto-assigned to the appropriate type of material if they're compatible with the contract. Once your cargo depot module are supplied with the correct amounts of required goods, cargo ship ultimately travel to the settlement and exchange the goods. Contracts enable you to trade as much as you want without any time restriction. Okay, so that would mean I could trade on a regular basis for the settlements. And I'm guessing if I upgrade the settlements, I get more lucrative or options for contracts. If our donation increases reputation. By donation reputation, yeah, that's fine. I don't have that right now, but that tutorial popped up because I am on my way to get that first ship up and running. Also, I will be needing that oil rig fixed as well, but... Oh, that's interesting. It's a level 2 oil rig. What does that mean? I do not know. Also, I need a way to get iron from here reliably to all the stuff over here so that I stop relying on my trucks so much. But I also have to do it in a way that my trucks aren't impeded. That's the question, isn't it? In fact, I think that one's going to be too small. I need a bigger one. Ah, I just noticed. Cargo ship fixed, so here it is. I did read that the longer this is, the bigger the ship gets automatically. So right now this ship is on this dock. Carries 150 fuel, requires 90 for the journey. Reduce the speed to save fuel. Cargo 440. So this is going to be infrequent, no matter what we do. Especially when it's broken. But we do need more oil. Let's face it, that field versus this field over here, this field has been a downgrade. So, we also need to rejig this slightly to affect that. Because we are not producing enough fuel in general. There's also the fact that we need to bring fuel into here as well. And you know what that means? more pipes. Yes, more pipes. I'm also planning a bit of a conveyor project to sort out our iron feeding issues. So that'll be something that I'll just share probably in the next cut, I think. In the meantime, we must get fuel through all of this stuff. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Okay, here we go. Oil rig fully repaired. Ship has completed the oil rig, so now what we need is to assign the ship, I think. Let's see. Oil rig. You are... Oh, we can upgrade you to a level 4, whatever that is. Years left. Oh, so these things do run out eventually. Okay. Right. Unpause you. So you're good. Production level times 2. Oh, so I can multiply and stop the production level. Okay. So 54 every time. And then I need to assign a thing to you, don't I? Those are to pick up. You are set to... Oh wait, didn't the thing say that it automatically goes when there's stuff to pick up? I think that's what it does. We just saw a beautiful yellowish green come out there. I think that's the sour water, isn't it? Since that is one of the things coming out. Yeah, sour water, there it is. Okay. So you should run on automatic, from what I understand. Yes, there it is. Avail to pick up. I can tell it apart now, or just wait for it to go. It should go by itself. That's the main thing. Close that. Right, now. This is what I mean by getting some extra belts in, just to try and help reduce the load on my trucks a little bit. I've also installed a load balancer here as well, so there is some ability for these things to automatically balance across all the warehouses, so full production should go as possible, since there is a load balancer over there too for the molten inputs. So all to the good. All we have to do now is stop stuff from breaking. Bit of a tall order, I know, but one of the reasons I've brought that feed line over here is because I want to get a direct iron plug into this. Right now I'm relying on iron being fed into my storage warehouses to do that, and that depends on the trucks being available to do it in part. So if I can reduce the strain on my trucks, that's the idea of these here. Of course, the big thing I've got to do is make sure that I'm getting enough iron ore, which I'm kind of not still. Even with 4 diggers going, it's still not enough. I think because they're getting other materials as well. I do need to fix up the quarry settings for this area. As well as for this, I mean, look how much progress the coal digging is making. Jeez. Oh, apparently I was slowing down. I didn't even realise. More holes in the planet. Okay, meantime, let's do a thing. Let's go battle this. Let's put those guns and armor plates to use. It's time to get violent, I suppose you could say. Bye! And in the meantime, I'll also restructure this so that we've got the extra fluid module it requires of me. Oh, okay, ship in battle. Victory. I had longer range and more DPS and more health. Excellent. Didn't kill it, but that meant it was okay and my ship is able to continue. Nice. That seems to be all there is to combat. It checks what you've got versus what they've got. So maybe it's persistent between battles? I don't know. Anyway, I need to rig this up for a test. Throughput is 110. Maximum throughput of that pipe is 200. I'm going to connect another pipe to it. like that, because it doesn't require me to connect up everything. And I'll pause one of these pipes so we can see how it goes when the ship comes back with the stuff. But since there's enough waiting, I can tell it to part now. Bye! Oh, it sounds so happy to be given a job now. I'm glad I saved it from the bottom of the ocean. The question is, how long do we have to wait? I mean, it doesn't show it on the map. Also, yeah, the stuff is still having trouble. Eesh. Oh, my ship bumped its nose on something painful. I think my ship is better. Just a little bit. Oh, that's interesting. There's damage to subsystems as well. Okay, sure. Fine. And that is a quartz mine. Oh. We also got some stuff. Also nice. Now, the thing is, I don't know where that cargo ship's got to. Is that still on the world map? Stored products has gone down, so that has definitely been there. I can upgrade it to a level 4 for a ×4. I mean, 1,000 years. No, we're going to... Actually, this game... We're already on year 90, so who knows? Oh, speaking of the devil, the moment I pause my timer, we have ourselves a cargo ship. What are you going to do, good sir? If I pause both of those... These have an internal buffer, I guess. Oh, look at that. It's the one that's actually got an active connected thing to it as well. The ship is just sitting there waiting. So, if I unpause one... Oh, it broke, that's why. Right, we have to wait until this thing... Oh, right, I can Unity buffer it. So it pops up by 9. If I unpause you. Oh, that is unfortunate. Okay. Got it. I've got the thing we needed. So, the flue module output throughput is total, not per output. So that is just how fast it can unload from the ship. So we can upgrade it using our red parts, which I still don't want to do. Or we can tap into it with the other pipes. to transfer faster, which I am going to do like so. Admittedly, this is not most efficient, but again, temporary setup is temporary, so it's fine. It's fine. But that is all we needed for that, though. And at least that'll help deal with the fuel requirement thing we've got going on. Don't know why that one's idle though. Oh, because I see. So that counts as one cargo. That is fully functional, so now it's got 2 cargoes of 440 each. So that's double its cargo capacity. Okay, nice. When it went out before, it knew that it only needed the 1, so that's all it got, apparently. Noted. Okay, we've got some new tech. Large vehicles, which I think is the tier 2 stuff. Also a battle. Yep. Tier 2 parts, because that's what the research is. What do we need for them? Let's check. Vehicle parts 2. Vehicle parts 1 plus steel plus glass. We need to make glass, apparently. That's robotic assembly. I didn't know that. Okay. But, in other news, as you see, the conveyor belts are moving. So, iron is going steadily through. Look at all that iron. It's not much, it's a trickle, but it is being delivered without the intervention of trucks. So, that should help in general. Also, location explored. U1. There's 3 places to check out here. Let's start checking them. Though I think something we should also do is actually upgrade this oil rig. We have the parts. We kind of need to do that. Also, I think prioritize into this warehouse because this feeds the ongoing belts. So that's the one I want to fill up first. New priority output that way. This section is still running kind of minimum. Actually, what are you waiting on? You have got full slag output. Oh, okay. Right, we need to dump more slag. Also, ship and battle. Oh, that was actually a sulfur mine. Interesting. And another battle. Right. Okay, so I need to get some more dumping zones done in our plan to steadily pave over this area. There we go, that should get things moving again. No, we're almost out of position for our ecological merging plan. We need more dumping zones for that. Might as well go bigger. Go big or go home, as I have said on other programs. Yes, dump more waste. Every time. Tree harvest has no trees to harp? Really? I guess it does it not count the trees that are already here? Don't think that's the case. Oh yeah, because it's not assigned to this, so it's not actually going to try and do that. There you go. That should fix it. What have we got? We have got nothing. Just, yeah. Okay, sure. Got nothing. Ah, a marvellous thing is now available. Look at this. We've actually got recycling going. And with recycling going, we can produce the more efficient. Is it more efficient, actually? I want to know. 24, 24, 12, 12, 480, 480, plus 18. the same efficiency. All this worrying about recycling, and it's like, it's giving me some resources back, but maintenance-wise, it's the same. Of course it is. Now, well, the key thing is we managed to get the 400 point resources to put together this, the waste sorting plant, and it is producing mostly iron and copper. There are also some, well, it's meant to be producing some glass and gold, but not much. How efficiently convert recyclables in place like maintenance depots? 40% efficiency, 40% iron used in maintenance ends up in recyclables. I see, so it's dependent on the materials that go into the recyclables. What is not converted into recyclables gets wasted. Postponing processing of recyclables due to expenses of future increases in efficiency won't help, as the conversion is done when recyclables are created, not when they are sorted. Efficiency can be increased via research and edicts. Okay. So I'm doing mostly iron and copper scrap, which will help with my supply issues. Also means I can tell these guys to get emptied with an eye to dismantling them, because I don't need them anymore. Though as you can see, I've got warnings going off up the wazoo. My maintenance is still not keeping up. So I kind of need to take my attention to that, along with my food. Also, you are claiming you can't mine stuff because you can't mine stuff. Oh well, look how big the hole is getting. There's not much room left in terms of deposits, is there? At least not on this level. Well, you're going to have to keep on going. We need that iron ore. There we go. But that is stuff that's going to have to wait for next time. Also being put off to next time is getting the full steel foundry set up and going. We need more people for that, by the way, and more people means more food, and more food means more space for farms and stuff like that, which means more water. Which means more water, we need more coal, or charcoal for more trees, and it's like, where does the cycle stop, man? Where does it stop? Also, allow vehicle input, please, so I can get those things emptied. But yeah. On the bright side, though, we have made some good progress. We know what this does. So next time we'll also have more pipes, which means more metal and more fuel refining and more stuff. I'll make a proper thing for this, including a bigger cargo loading port, because this area is coming along quite nicely now. In fact, I've even been digging up the slag mound over here to help try and feed it a little bit. But yeah, that's running quite nicely. Until next time, though, this has been Mark 3. Thank you all very much for watching. Hope you guys are enjoying the show. Feel free to like, share, comment, subscribe. Helps out me, helps out the channel, gives me those virtual headbats I so crave, and especially the comments, because they help me try to look at and figure out this game more, because this game is deep and I love it for that. It is very nice. Also, yeah, we need more. Maybe sustainable charcoal would be a good idea to look at. Maybe. Though I have noticed. Thank you. That's cleared at least. First one doesn't let it. Second one we can get contracts with, including for coal from cement. So we can trade for some of this stuff as well, if we so choose. How good those trades are going to be, who knows? Will we find more? Who knows? But this place... Actually, this time lets me get a cargo ship for tier 3 parts. A lot of tier 3 parts. But yeah. Gonna stop it there, so see you all later.